I didn't have my water. I left it in the living room. You have your water? I'm just hanging out. I have all the time in the world. It's the old be careful what you wish for. So if you need to go get your water, go get your water. I don't know what to do with myself. It's Wednesday. I'm going to call it Wishful Wednesday because I have a wish for this Wednesday, and it's silly, but I have one nonetheless. It's a Weight Watcher wish. But Oliver's other grandmother came and picked him up, and I had a lovely conversation with her for a couple hours. We were very like-minded, which I'm grateful for, because, you know, it's hard when you're raising a child with somebody else and you're on two different pages. But she and I, we would have been friends in school and are friends in life, and now I kind of like am rattling around and don't know what to do with myself. I had lunch, and then I had some Halo Top. Everything's tracked. I have 7 points left for the day. I have been on program all week long. I've been walking because it's cooled down enough to where I can finally go out and walk, which always makes me feel 1,000 times better. In fact, I doubled my walk yesterday. I did 1 big block, and I got back and I was like, whoa, that felt good. And I went back and I did it again, and it was great, and I'm gonna do it again tonight. But yeah, when I have Oliver, I'm always like, well, not always, but often, oh man, I wish I had some time to myself, and now I have the time to myself and I don't know what to do with it. Anyways, I thought I would just check in. I've been reading around, watched a little bit of YouTube, saw Julie come back. Aren't we happy about that? And Kelly and Carrie and everybody, Amy and her t-shirts, gonna get some t-shirts. But there's one thing that's been just kind of bugging me, and it's not, I'm not irritated and I'm not ranting, I'm sharing my thought, and I'm wondering if anybody else is having the same thought. And that is, I wish that Weight Watchers had one program that we all could be successful at, agree upon, and be on that same program. Now, before the internet and YouTube and did people go from program to program like they are doing now? I'm not being facetious. I'm not being a smart aleck. I'm wondering, because I did Weight Watchers one other time back in the year 2000. I believe it was Points Plus then. I was wildly successful. I lost a lot of weight. I was a lot younger though. And I also, that was when I taught water aerobics and took water aerobics. And I don't remember people being on past programs. And right now, I have never, ever seen it more scattered and split up in a million. I mean, there's some people who, they're not even doing Weight Watchers anymore. They went from regular Smart Points to freestyle, and then they're counting the calories and double tracking, and now they're doing low carb. And it just seems to be so scattered. Am I the only one that has that feeling, or does anybody else have that feeling? I am missing the cohesiveness, the community of everybody being on the same program. I know that we're all still a community. I know we're all here for each other, and we're all doing our weight loss plan the way that we want to do it, in the way that we should do it, in the way that works for ourselves. But I do miss that not everybody's doing the same thing. Does anybody else feel the same way, or am I just have too much time on my hands today? Because Lord knows I do. I have so much time on my hands that I went in and I cleaned Oliver's bathroom. I don't clean Oliver's bathroom. Oliver cleans Oliver's bathroom. Therefore, it looks like it belongs in a truck stop in the middle of the Mojave Desert most of the time, and I actually went in there today. That's how much time I have on my hands. I have a couple watermelons here. I guess I could cut those up, but I'd likely lose a finger or two if I were to attempt it than if I were to just wait and let Steve do it when he gets home. But that's really all I have on my mind. I feel confident that I will be down on the scale on Friday. I see no reason to be up. I've been drinking my water. I've stuck to my points. I haven't done anything. I mean, I've just worked the program. Kind of plain and simple. Everything's measured and weighed and like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see if come December, if Weight Watchers is going to come up, or they probably will come up with something, but what they will offer to bring everybody back on the same plan. I don't know, maybe I'm alone in my thoughts. I just remember everybody just doing the same gosh darn thing, and we all did it, and it worked, and everybody lost weight, and everybody was happy, but now, not so much. Yeah. I get caught up in it myself. Some days I wake up and I think, oh, I think I'll switch back to this, or I'll try that. And it's like, really, I think that, and this is not a judgment on anybody who's, some of my nearest and dearest friends are bouncing around trying different things. I've done Simply Feeling, and I'm not talking about Weight Watchers within Weight Watchers. Well, I guess I am. No, I am. But Simply Feeling to me is like not going, how do I explain it? To me, if you're doing, let's say you're doing freestyle, and you stay on freestyle, and you stay on freestyle, and you want a little switch, so you do Simply Feeling, to me that's still, you know, it's simply, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, if you're doing freestyle and you're going along, and then you do Smart Points like I've done, to me that's changing your plan completely. If you go to Simply Feeling, I see it as just trying to knock yourself off a plateau, jiggle things up a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully somebody will understand what I'm saying, because I don't know that I understand what I'm saying, but I'm thinking it in my head. Let me see how many times I can say in a 5-6 minute period. My friend Cindy just texted me and she said, quote, "If I make sugar-free chocolate pudding with unsweetened almond milk, is it 1 point? 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk is 2 points. The pudding serves 4. It's 1 point per serving with 2 cups of fat-free milk. I've no clue." I text her back, I said, the plane has 5 wings, because she and I would sit on my couch or sit on her couch and put things in the recipe builder and try to figure them out and end up on the floor rolling in laughter because we never seem to be able to get some of them right. So I said, oh my gosh, you did this on purpose to drive me crazy, didn't you? And she says, it's too hard, because sometimes it is just too hard. Take the extra point and call it a day. So that's all I have for now. I don't know what I'm going to do without that kid here. I did notice though that Grandma's tougher on him than I am, and I'm feeling a little less than, I'm not feeling like, I feel like I'm doing him a disservice, which I am. I'm not as tough on him as I should be. He left like a tube of toothpaste in the sink after, you know, they go to put the toothpaste on the toothbrush and it falls in the sink, and it falls in the sink. Well, the sink was just coated in toothpaste. I didn't realize it. She went in to use the bathroom and she called him back in there to clean the sink. He wasn't very happy, but I don't know, it's hard. Oh, but praise God, thank you Lord, she had a health scare that I'm not going to get into because it's not my business to put her business out there. But it was something that we were worried about and we've been praying about, and things are looking great. So we're so happy about that. We love her. She's another Cindy. I'm surrounded by Cindys. And isn't it weird how I didn't know any Cindys before, except for Steve's ex-wife, Cindy, who I never knew. Still don't. I don't plan on it. So, okay, I don't know. I guess I have nothing. What's going on with you guys? I'm going to be glad when summer's over. I'm over the foods of summer. I like the veggies. I like the stuff. Steve hasn't been grilling too much. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm ready for winter. Well, as winter as it gets in California. Hi, guys. Good afternoon. So I was just watching ye old YouTube and I saw that Carrie tagged me. And I've really got to think about that tag. But before that, I need to have some energy because I need to go for my walk tonight. I don't have Oliver, there's no excuse. But when Steve's home, he watches him for me anyway. So I'm going to have a little butterscotch shake. And what that entails is this. Let's see if I can do this correctly. I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of chocolate and peanut butter powder. I already have, oh no, I'm going to put the ice in the blender. I don't have chocolate, or I'd use chocolate. I'm gonna use vanilla Premier Protein. Give it a shika. Pour it in there. Now, I am a very, very blessed lady because I have lots of busy. Because not only did our lovely Cindy Pope, aka Cindy Page, send me some, Miss Tony did too. I got a box from each of them, and isn't that wonderful? Oh, yes! So we're gonna pour that in there. Oh, this tag. I keep thinking about this tag and how deep. But anyways, also I have 1 teaspoon of sugar-free instant butterscotch pudding, which I might end up putting more in because butterscotch is, quite frankly, my favorite flavor. And 2 tablespoons of, oh, I'm almost out. I need to start a list for sprouts. So that's 1 point for this, 2 points for the Premier Protein, no points for the Jell-O, no points, so 3 points. I'm giving it 3 points on the Anita meter. Hang on. Funny thing about plugging devices in. Oh gosh. Now I need a bullet. In fact, you guys, in the comments below, do me a favor and give me a comment on what you find is the best, the bullet, whatever, for smoothies and shakes like this, because this isn't like an old blender. Oh! Oh! I've had it before, but I didn't think I had enough ice. Let me give it another punch, just a little bit. You have to see my fancy schmancy glass. I know you guys have seen it before, but guts to see it again, right? Ugh. So if you guys have a bullet or something that you especially like and you're like, oh, Anita, you really should try a blah 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 blah, let me know in the comments below. I wish I had some Cool Whip or whipped cream, but alas I do not, so that'll have to go on the grocery list too. You know the saying, here's mud in your eye. Okay, you know what? I think the vanilla Premier Protein with the chocolate and peanut butter and butterscotch, I think it evens it out to be a better recipe than the chocolate Premier Protein and just the peanut butter alone. I think this is fantastic. I've been doing this going on 1.5 years now. I've made a lot of these, and so far this one's the best. Okay. That's so delicious. I wish I could invite y'all over and make a round for us to all sit around and chit chat, paddywhack, and have one together, because I totally would. But you guys know that. Alright, so I'll go on my walk. Should I take my camera? Should I not take my camera? I need to go track this before I forget. I wanted to show you guys one of the cards that I got. I know I haven't been sharing everything, all the postcards I've been getting, but we're really enjoying all of them. I do not have a creative bone in my body, as I have stated a zillion times before, and therefore whenever I get anything creative, it just, I mean, look at how cute this card is. Oh, you know what? Let's try moving it over here. Nope. Let's try it here. Is that not adorable? Light up the night. And then she cut this all out and pasted it herself and wrote me just a lovely note in here from Patty. And she's lost 84 pounds on Weight Watchers. 84 pounds. Oh my gosh, Patty, great job. Oh, my hat is tipped to me, lady. It's fabulous. And she says she has 21 pounds to go. She's a grandmother as well. She writes some just lovely things. And gosh, congratulations, Patty. I'm so interested in your story and if you've stayed on one program as opposed to the many programs that I mentioned earlier. That is so much to be proud for. And look at this card, how pretty it is. You guys are so great. I love this. You know, this would be great. I'm sorry, it's got little sparklies. I'm like a bird. I'm like squirrel, squirrel. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys.